All right, all right. Welcome in on another fine Wednesday. Welcome to a super powerful team meeting that we got for y'all today. All right, so ready to have some fun? Let's start rolling. All right. Ooh, I love it. Look at the energy from one, at least. Oh, did I just mess this up? No, I didn't. All right, who's got something good? Oh, yeah, look at that hand shot up. Oh, man. Barbara.
Have a closing Friday and got 2 buyers under contract.
All right. Closing Friday and 2 buyers under contract.
We've got a new listing coming soon in Siena, 1-story. It's got a water view. It's really nice.
Ooh, price
Should be
point?
on the market about two weeks.
2 weeks. What price point?
380, 385.
Ooh, attractive.
Yeah.
Look at that. All right. Any Siena buyers out there? Make sure we're already hang on. What you got?
Oh, yeah. I have a buyer looking in Siena.
Oh, I have a buyer looking in Siena. Look at that. Awesome. Look at that. Already making it happen.
Here's one. I have a new listing that went live yesterday in Westheimer Lakes North.
Okay.
So
awesome.
Let's sell it.
Tell us a little bit about it.
It's 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, and it's one of the larger homes in the neighborhood, but it's very beautiful. They just replaced all the carpet upstairs. They painted everything. They did a lot of work to it. So
okay.
It's in
great
shape.
Price
515.
515. All right. Nice. Congratulations on that. All right. Who else got something good? Who else got something good? Anybody got something personal going on that was awesome to share? We got one right here. Hang on 1 second. Sorry, we have one runner right now. Let's go. A little loud. All right, what do you got?
I just got my license and I'm joining the day team. And I'm
awesome.
really excited.
Awesome. Well, congratulations. You definitely have a lot of experience there for sure with Linda. Yeah. Yeah. I love you, Mike. All right. Yeah. Anybody else? All right. We good? All right. Let's rock and roll. What do we got coming up? Let's take a look at our quick list here. All right. July 26th, we got a Beginner's Guide to Command workshop series again. So join Norman for that. Do not forget that August 2nd is an off-site team meeting. So next Wednesday, we will be off-site. August 15th and 16th is Mega Agent Camp coming up. Looking to grow? I suggest you reach out to one of us for some more info on that. Remember, it's right down the road in Austin. All right, August 24th. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go into detail on all of this, Mike, okay? August 24th, we have Grow Your Profit Share Tree. All right, October 14th, we have our second Shredding Hunger event, and October 28th is Trunk or Treat. So let's get into a little bit of details on that. All right, Beginner's Guide to Command workshop at 1 o'clock. Norman, anything to add on that? What you're going to be working on?
No, we're just doing smart plans today. So we built smart plans the last time, and now we're going to apply it to somebody. Okay.
All right. Start connecting with our people. Oh, that's going to fit in right nicely with what I'm about to talk about. Awesome. Okay. And then we got, again, offsite team meeting next Wednesday. We're going to be at Highland Homes in Fulshire. I believe, is that Cross Creek Ranch or? Yes, Cross Creek West. Cross Creek West. Okay. Yeah. Cross Creek West out in Fulshire. Yeah. Okay. Chad's got his private jet. We're going to all hop on and we're going to, it's actually, oh yeah. Dale's paying for it. We've got Sugar Land Airport, right? Straight to Fulshire. No, it's actually not that far. Okay. And Highland Homes is going to be out there. It's going to be a powerful team meeting. So join us. Do not forget to join us in Fulshire next Wednesday. Okay. And again, Mega Agent Camp is August 15th and 16th. I believe right now our pre-registrations are slightly above 20. All right. The pricing has not gone up yet. So if you're interested in going, the tickets are getting limited. We did get an email from KWRI letting us know that, hey, any agents that are interested, they're starting to get low on the tickets and there will be a capacity. So make sure if you're interested to go ahead and register. The QR code here actually will take you to the info page on events. If you want any other additional information, if you would like to reach out to one of the leadership team members to learn more about what it's about and what's going to be covered, feel free to do so. Okay. I do believe there's still a few hotel rooms for the 2 nights available still as well. Okay. Through KW. All right. It is in Austin. Do not forget, for any of you that don't know. So it's a quick drive over. Okay. Great education, great networking opportunities. Okay. And also a little bit of fun, right? Patent title?
Yes.
Awesome. All right. I am going to be doing a KWU Grow Your Profit Share Tree class on October 24th. Okay. It's at 9:30 to 11 on, oh, I said October 24th. I apologize. August 24th. All right. So just after Mega Camp. If you have no idea on the insides of how our profit share program work and how you can benefit from it, residual income, multiple income streams, pathway to wealth, please join me. It's going to be interactive. You're going to actually have a virtual booklet that's going to have all of this information that you can take notes in and follow along. So please join me on August 24th to learn more about growing your profit share tree. All right, who's got ALC Minute today? All right. Ooh, this is going to be powerful. Oh, and Tasha. Oh, she dragged you?
She made me.
All right, okay.
Good morning, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
Now, the ALC Minute, we're going to talk about objections. Has anybody been getting any objections for sellers or buyers? Any objections? You can just throw them out. What objections have you guys been getting? Any? Oh, you get all the listings signed, all your buyers signed, and you're good to go?
I have one.
Which one have you been getting?
Interest rates are too high right now. I'm gonna wait.
Interest rates are too high right now. You're gonna wait. So I put on your table as far as how you handle objections. There's four pretty much steps how in the order of you handling objections. Did everybody get that pass out, that sheet? You have an objection. Okay, Pam?
I do. Why should I drop the price if the other houses aren't selling or showing either?
So why should, so that's going to be a seller objection. Why should you drop the price?
She can have one.
I gave Israel extras. Yeah, Israel has extras. Yes. Oh. So why should you drop the price if the other houses aren't selling either? So that's an objection as well. Any buyers having objection? Buyer agents? What about you, Ivy? Interest rates are too high. Right. Okay. So it's how you handle the objection is what I've learned. And the first step of what you handle the objection, of course, is you approve and acknowledge that objection. So as far as the interest rates are too high, I understand the interest. It sounds like you're saying the interest rates are too high. It's only a minute, so it's not a class, but we can always go through this later. But the first step is approve and acknowledge the objection. So what's the first step?
Approve and acknowledge.
Approve and acknowledge, approve and acknowledge that objection. So the second step is to isolate the objection. So you want to definitely isolate the objection as far as the interest rates are too high. So tell me a little bit more about that. Do you know that at any point you can refinance, but if you decide to wait and the interest rates go down lower, as they expect, it maybe go down a little bit lower, what happened then? The housing prices went up. Isn't that true? So that's the second step. The second step, we isolate. So the first step, when you have an objection, what you're going to do? Approve and acknowledge. The second step, you isolate that objection. This third step, well, at that point, you have to handle the objection. So if the objection is about the interest rate is too high, then you're going to have to bring your data. And there's a 30-year sheet, and I can give that to everyone if you want it, in regards to interest rates, what they were in 1996, what they were in 2023. You have to provide them data as far as the interest rate. So the third step would be you have to handle the objection. So we have the first step is what? Approve and acknowledge. The second step is what?
Isolate.
Isolate. And the third step is handle the objection, right? So the fourth step, we have to close it. And I like to use a lot of tie downs, and I can give you a different sheet for tie downs. But when you're talking to the person, whether you have to make an appointment for the tie down, just depending on what your goal is. If it's a seller, like Pam had, why should I lower all the prices? Well, that's going to be a completely objection. You're going to have to tell them, go back to their motivation.
What's the motivation?
What is their motivation on selling? And you'll have to tie it down that way. But just some common phrases of closing out and tie downs, isn't that what you want? You'll just have to use some of the tie down methods in regard. So the first step is what? Approve and acknowledge. The second step is what?
Isolate.
Isolate the objection. The third step is what?
Handle the objection.
Handle the objection. And the fourth step is what? Close it out. So,
and I want to add one thing. Every client's motivation is different. So price drops, when we're talking about price drops and things like that, even if homes are not moving in the area, slowings or show, every client's motivation is different, and that's what you have to pounce on. So that's my 2 cents.
Absolutely.
Awesome, guys. Thank you very much. Appreciate y'all. That's really interesting. Every client's motivation is different. Oh, you're about to see. PC, what's up, Israel?
Hey, guys. Hey, something I would add to the objections. Thank you, Tanya and Tasha, for sharing some great insight into that. You just remind yourself, if you cannot influence people unless you understand where they're coming from, okay? So don't think of an objection as a negative thing. It's just a question they may have, right? It's just a hurdle you need to get past. And if you don't ask questions to understand where they're coming from, how can you possibly influence them into the right decision, right? So just something to keep in mind. Really quickly on the PC side, a couple of things coming up. I don't have fancy slides. Next time I will.
Yes.
No, but just a couple of changes of scripts. We're going to change to Tuesdays and Thursdays. I will be running the scripts class. This is not only for PC, so any agents can come to that. And we're moving the time from 8:30 to 9, because 8:30 seems to be very difficult for some people. So 9 to 9:30. Again, when y'all come to scripts class, if you want to come in for coffee and donuts right before, then come in right before. But we're starting sharply at 9 o'clock, finishing right 9:30. Okay, this is not hangout time, and this is get in, do scripts, 30 minutes, in and out. Okay, so again, not just for PC, for any agents as well. Tuesdays and Thursdays in person in the lead gen room. Keep in mind that we also have scripts Monday through Friday via Zoom with Norberto as well. It's always on the calendar. I have a workshop coming up for our PC side, but again, if you're not a PC, you can still join it. I get a lot of requests for doing hands-on types of workshops, right? So I get it, Israel. We talked about how to do the buyer consult. I get it. We talked about how to do the listing presentation, but how does that actually sound? What does that look like in person, right? So August 5th, and I'll be blasting this out, so don't worry about writing all this down right this second. It'll be an all-day workshop. So I'll have a sponsor bringing breakfast and lunch, and we're going to spend all day, probably 10 to 5-ish, doing a buyer side, role playing, contract. Just think of it from the very beginning of working with the buyer consultation, writing a contract on a mock property, to doing a listing presentation on the other end as well. Okay, it'll be on a Saturday. That way it doesn't interfere with our classes during the week, and hopefully more availability for anyone to join. Cool. So look for more details coming up on that.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it. Awesome stuff going on with PC. All right.
Yeah. Always. How's everyone doing? Good, awesome. Energy really good. So my name is Greg, the marketing director here at the office. I have a question for you guys. So how many of you guys have a lead generation strategy for the fourth quarter? A lead generation strategy or plan for the fourth quarter? Anyone has any activity they plan to do? Anything? Client appreciation, anything? Nothing? What you got? Oh, you do. All right, well, so no one does. So, yeah, right. So, well, at the office, we do have things that we do in terms of activity for you guys to nurture your database, and hopefully also utilize it to generate leads. So once again, we have Shredding Hunger coming in October 14th. So Shredding Hunger was a great event last time. We had, the shredding truck was completely full. Pam, Pam, you want to say, huh? Oh, September. Okay, cool. So another event coming up. So we'll have. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Pam. But in terms of Shredding Hunger, it's a big event. We had maybe 150 cars come by. The shredding truck was completely full. All the agents, you have opportunity to market yourself through the event. Of course, it's also a food drive. So some agents may have the opportunity to use it to create their own food drive. This event is already happening, right? So this is just meant for you guys to participate. We already have the shredding truck paid for. We actually gonna have 2 shredding trucks this time, right? Because the last one was full and we had to turn people away. And we want to kind of make sure this is more of a frictionless experience where we can have as many people as possible. So we want to have they got their paper shredded, but of course, there's a food drive. Now, in terms of what here's some pictures of the event. So, you know, it's really great. You know, you see the line of cars is going all the way around the block. So it's really crazy. Huh? Oh yeah, you have the mesh and Chad. They was really working, but it was a great event. Of course, you know, we'll have requests for volunteers. So we may need help with volunteers in terms of loading up the food truck as well as helping with the shredding truck as well. But big event ideas have as many of you participate as possible. Now, we do provide some marketing material for you guys, so it becomes branded material. So we're going to send out a printable flyer. So it's going to be an 8.5 by 11 flyer that you have. We'll create it for you. So you'll just have that ready. You can print it here at home or wherever you want to print it. And then we'll also send out a social media graphic that you could use as well. So that's send it out automatically. So within the next week or so, we should have, everyone should have a flyer already sent to their email. You'll get an email and as well as a text alert just letting you know we sent an email. All right. In addition, for those who want a little bit more, you have the option to order door hangers, right? So if you want to have door hangers and we could customize it, if you want to have your logo or anything to it, we will make it for you. In terms of the cost, it's 250 door hangers for $125. So it comes to about 50 cents per door hanger. Right now, if you want more, it's 500 door hangers for $150. So if you want to be really aggressive, if door knocking is part of your marketing strategy, that's something we're going to have for Shredding Hunger. So like I said, the social media graphic and the printable flyer, that's free. We'll send it out to everybody. But if you want to order door hangers and you want it to be customized or use the layout we already have, that's the cost for that. In addition, if you wanted to, we had a few agents did that last time where they used it for their direct mail strategy. So we actually will create postcards for you guys. So if you want to do the direct mail, normally we do $75, but it'll be $15 because it's an office event and it's 90 cents per postcard. So we do a larger 9.5 by 6 postcards, really high quality. And if you want it customized, different colors, your logo, different information, for sure. The idea is that you branded it as your event. So, you know, say KW Southwest and whatever your name is. So the idea, this is branded to you so people know that you're hosting this event. So pretty big event. Want to make sure as many people participate as possible. As always, we'll have a video crew. This time we'll also have a photographer as well, so we can capture as much stuff as possible.
Does that price include the mailing?
So it's 90 cents per postcard. The $15.
Mail.
Yes. It includes, postage, yes. So print and postage. So that's the Shredding Hunger. Now, 2 weeks later, we're gonna have another event, which is Trunk or Treat. So Trunk or Treat, a huge event. You want to add in about the vendors or the trunk?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll talk a little bit about it.
Yeah.
I'll be running Liz Guerrero. Actually, I ran the Trunk or Treat for a while. She did a great job. So I'm running it this year. We guys, if you haven't been to our Trunk or Treat, we have a huge turnout. The community expects it. How many people do we have?
About 1,000, more than 1,000.
So I need a lot of agent trunks out there, and you'll get more information. I'm gonna make it as easy as possible. We're gonna have we usually have a contest for first place, first, second, and third place, and so we're gonna make it fun. But guys, it is a great opportunity for not only for us to support the community, but you as an agent to promote this as, again, just like the Shredding Hunger, promote this as your event. Okay, but we have to have a good turnout, a great turnout with our agents, okay? On the flip side of that, I also want y'all to lean on your vendors, okay? Because this is a great opportunity for you as real estate agents to partner with your vendors. You know, I don't care if it's a landscaping company, AC guy. This is a great exposure for vendors out there, right? We already got some in-house vendors that'll be participating, but lean on your vendors as well, because this is a great opportunity for y'all to build those business relationships with them, because they have huge exposure for this for the event. Okay, so keep an eye out for more information on that coming up. But it's a great event, so we also have a great turnout.
Yep. So these are some pictures, right? So this is Debbie and Alicia where they
won first place.
Yeah, they had first place, so that was their trunk, right? They did a little Red Riding Hood. You know, this is a picture of the crowd. I mean, we have a video, so it was about 1,200 people there. You know, of course, Chad had a trunk as well. And then, you know, the kids were there. So once again, we need enough trunks so we have enough candy for the kids.
Yes.
Right. Because that was actually a problem where kids are running around, hey, waiting on this entire line. And we was running low on candy, and some of the kids only getting like a little bit to almost none. So we need to make sure that as many agents participate so we can service the community, right? This is not just marketing the office, but this opportunity to market yourself, because the kids, of course, come with their parents, right? So the opportunity to build relationships with people in the community.
And really quickly, guys, no, you don't have to back it up.
No, go.
Think of, yes, it's an office event that we put on for you guys. Y'all need to use this as a lead generation activity for yourself. The door knocker. If it was me, I'd be doing door knockers for the trunk or treat. If I came home and I saw a door knocker, a Halloween looking one, I'm like, that's cool. And have a QR code where they don't have to sign up to attend to the trunk or treat, right? That there's nothing stopping you from doing a QR code for a sign up and capturing some contact info, right? So in other words, I'm doing door hangers, Halloween, QR code, they sign up, I capture some contact information. Hopefully they come out, whether you see them or not, but I can do a follow-up call. Hey, thank you for signing up for trunk or treat. You know, how was it? Can we get any feedback? And then obviously see if they have any real estate needs. Yeah. So perfect with the door hanger stuff.
Yeah. So for both events, I mean, you know, we'll have the flyers, the same option where there's door hangers available. We could customize it, like you said, with the QR code. Yes, we could create the QR code for you. And if you're not sure where the QR code should go, we'll help you with the landing page for that QR code, right? So the idea is that we want to help each agent have the opportunity to generate leads and, you know, grow their database through it. So for both events, there's going to be classes as well. So we're going to have scripts, things around smart plans, et cetera, to make sure everyone can participate on a high level. So that's what I got for you guys. Okay. From 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., October 14th. Yeah.
Awesome. Let's go.
Okay, so he asked a very critical question. How many of you guys have lead gen on your schedule or have, you know, a plan for it? Okay, y'all. People are shifting their minds and it's going back to school. And to me, whenever I think of school, I think of the basics. And lead gen in your business is the basics. It should be on your calendar. Attributing, if you can, 3 hours to it. So on lead gen, there's 2 M's to lead gen. It's the message and the method. Today, we're focusing a little bit, or my message is coming about the message itself. And we know the message has to match the market, okay? So, and then in your message, you know, as far as motivation right now, it's low for our clients or our prospective clients out there. So you have to find a message that will work. A way for them why they should contact you and what do they get if they contact you. So this Friday I have, and it's the start of a series, I have a vendor that's coming in. It is Lori Bowman with Home Warranty. We're going to do a quick little discussion. It'll be online on Friday at 11 o'clock from 11 to 12 on different messages that will help you capture an audience that is motivated. Okay, so it'll be different vendors every single week for a series of things. So you don't have to create that message on your own. Leverage your ally business partners because that's what we're going to be doing. Thank you. 11 o'clock on Friday.
All right, who's up now? Oh, look at that.
Coming to the stage. No.
No. I'm laughing at the fact that nobody raised their hand when we asked about an action plan for the rest of the year. That was a little interesting. And I love it when all our info just flows and, you know, we look so cohesive as a team, even though it's not planned. That's the beauty of us, right? All right. So last week, Chad dialed in on getting back to the basics. And we're going to dive a little deeper into that today. Okay. How many of you believe that the market is a little challenging today? I love the laugh, right? But how many of you are still looking to grow? Oh, I love it. Like maybe 8 of y'all. That's awesome. Love it. Love it. All right. All right. So then would you agree that if your actual activity doesn't change, neither will your results? Right? Okay, so that's what today's about a little bit, okay? It's not about the market, it's about what you do. Okay, so this is actually gonna be interactive. Okay, I'm gonna have a couple of activities in this. So you're gonna need your phone, something to write with, and then you've got a piece of paper in front of you. If you actually flip it over right now, it's where you can take notes for any ahas that you may get through this that you wanna take notes on to implement, okay? And you're gonna get homework. right? We're back to school, okay? All right, if you want to sum this up, just in case you guys are going to start running out of here any minute, you can sum it up with one quote right out of Shift, all right? You must be more rigorous and resolute in your lead generation than ever before and more than anyone else. You need to know how to measure it more than anyone else. Are you doing that right now? Right? In fact, now is the time to shift your lead generation activities into the highest gear possible. Are you? You asked me, so I'm asking you. Yeah, I mean, you said, wait, so I said, are you? I'm asking you. Okay. So that, if we had to sum it up, that begins with these three things right here. Okay. Time on task over time. Leads are now scarce. You need to find more of them than ever before. Right. So make lead gen. I love how it's theme music. Make lead generation your #1 priority. Okay. Take time daily, time block the time to lead generate. Top grade your lead sources. What does that mean? That means to stop doing what's not working. Okay. Find out what is working and double down. Look through your business, find the lead sources that are working and double down. And then, of course, reach out with consistency and value. Okay. This is about what Verna was talking about. What's your message? Is it matching the market? And what's the method in which you're delivering it? Okay. All right. So motivation and motivated leads. What are motivated leads? How do you define that? Well, this is how we define it. Able, ready, and willing. What does that mean? Able, ready, and willing. Able. Okay. They have the means to go through with the transaction. They are pre-approved to buy, or they can afford to sell right now. All right. Able. Now, ready. They have a reason or motivation to do it now, right? To move now. And willing. They are agreeable to do what it takes to move now. I'm curious, how many of you are asking the questions when you're out there and you're lead generating? Who wants to buy or sell? Is that what you're asking? Hey, do you want to buy or sell? That's the wrong question you're asking, right? A better question would be, who needs to buy or sell? Who needs to buy or sell? So who needs to buy or sell? You've heard us say this a few times now, but here it is on a slide. Okay. The 6 Ds define motivated buyers or sellers. If you don't know these or you've never jotted them down, here they are in front of you. All right. #1, death. Heirs need expert advice. Is that going to be you? Divorce. Hey, sometimes divorcees, not only do they need to sell their primary residence, they are also, there's potentially that they could need 2 other properties for themselves, for each of them. And in order to get those 2 properties, they need to sell their primary, their residence that they had together. Dependence, right? Families expanding, they need bigger space, larger space. Okay, downsizing, clearly defines it. Empty nesters, maybe need to get something smaller. Deployment. Now, deployment does not just mean military. Deployment could be relocation, job transfers, right? And dividends. Investors. In markets like these, investors come out and they pounce on quote unquote good deals, right? We're seeing that now. Investors are coming back. A lot more investors were always around. There's always opportunity to invest. That is increasing though as the market stabilizes, right? Isn't that what we're seeing? So if you want to, who are motivated? It's right here. Who are the motivated? Who need to sell? Would you agree that all these people need to sell? Okay. So best ways to find Ds. Come on, give me some ideas. Best ways to find some Ds. One more time. Read the obituaries. He's going straight to the death card. All right, I love it. All right, you could. All right, okay, top one on the list. Anybody else? Come on. Divorce attorneys. I love that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Social media. All right, let me back that up since Brandon said divorce attorneys. Okay. Ways to get into relationships with to lead generate the Ds. I love the divorce attorneys. Who else?
Estate planners.
Estate planners. Great one.
Recruiters.
Okay. I know. I see some long faces over here. Come on, guys, wake up. One more time. Financial planners. All right. I like that. Financial planners. Okay. We said lawyers, estate attorneys. How about funeral homes? Shouldn't have laughed. Sorry. Okay. Yeah. Funeral homes. How about getting involved in the neighborhoods and schools, places of worship? You're going to make contacts that are going to have consumers associated with the Ds, right? Corporate relo offices. How about that? Partner with corporate relo offices for the relocations. I like that. Professional caregivers. Absolutely. Yeah, they're going to have to sell their home and then move into some kind of assisted living, right? Absolutely. Yes. Okay. All right, here we go. So here's the first activity. This one involves your phone. Get it out. I'm going to give you about 2 minutes on this one. First minute is to look through your associations. Think about all your associations. Who can you associate that may fall under this one of these D categories? And send them a text. Right now, send them a text. Not, I'll do it later. Not, let me think about it. Let me pretend to send a text. Let me be on Facebook. No, send a text. Make it a care call at first. Check in on them. I can give you some examples. If you're going to be, if it's a death card or one of those, you can always say, hey, I understand, or a divorce, you can say, I understand that this might be a sensitive subject. Yet, have you thought about da, da, da. I would love to help you with that. I would love to consult you on that. Would you be available for a quick meet? Cheyenne, you're staring at me. Start typing. Come on, I love it. Look at the activity. I would love to hear a ding or a buzz come back. Let me know if you get a reply. Online, I hope you're doing this. Online. Again, think about your associates, your contacts, your sphere. Who can you relate to with one of the Ds? And reach out to them. Send a text. Somebody tell me if they get a response. It might be incentivized. All right, 30 seconds and then we're going. I love the typing. I see a bunch of it. I see some smiles. That better not be Instagram. Oh yeah, I guess you could DM. You could. Yeah, you could. You could. All right. Finish up those texts. If you get a valuable, oh, we got a reply. Oh no, that was scared me. Yeah. All right. If you get a reply, please let me know. Okay. A constructive reply. All right. It's time to get real. Mindset is big. Mindset's big. You don't get to decide what the market will do, but you definitely get to decide what you will do. Again, it's not about the market. It's about what you do. When the market changes, you don't slow down. You ramp it up. Okay, so lead generation. Gary says it's a contact sport. Okay. Connect with people through prospecting and marketing. We're going to get into these, all right? Once you meet your new lead, you either do business with them immediately or you don't. Either way, once you've met them, you put them in your database and you stay in touch with them forever. Right? This is where I always tell y'all, whenever you meet a contact, you're asking yourself what? Is this now business or is this future business? If it's now business, they should be immediately an opportunity so they don't fall through the cracks, and you can keep track of that lead and follow up consistently. If it's future business, we want to stay top of mind. We stick them on a smart plan because we want to consistently be connecting with them, right? So show of hands. How confident are you that you can find enough leads to meet your goal? Everybody's got goals, right? We have 1 back there. Okay, 2. Okay, Mike, great. Majority didn't have your hands raised. So what are we going to do about that? All right, so tell me something. What do you think has to change in how you're looking for leads? What do you think has to change? Putting more time into lead generating, okay. Being more sociable, yeah, right? Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Being more intentional, purposeful, love it. Okay, anybody else? Thinking outside of the box, sure. Right? What value are you providing? Absolutely. I saw attitude online. Yeah. Mindset and attitude. You know, this whole thing's about mindset, right? Okay. Are you lead generating for 3 hours or more per day? Like what top producing agents do? Are you time blocking enough time to be lead generating for at least 3 hours a day? Purposeful lead generation. The answer is no. So what's holding you back from consistently lead generating every day? Yourself, okay? You don't have to answer it. But if it's things that you're prioritizing over lead generating and you want to be successful in this business, you're probably focusing more on the 80% that doesn't give you results or give you money, and you're not focusing on the 20% that's actually your results. So think about that. Okay, build confidence with the basics. Make sure you're practicing conversations, know your market, and have faith in yourselves, guys. Respect your expertise. You're the local expert of choice. Have faith in that. And it's okay to say that, hey, that's a really great question. Let me find the answer out for you. And you have an entire team of colleagues and leadership here to help you out. Right, Amanda? Right? That's better than the reason why I called her out is because she said this morning. Okay? So it's okay to say that. Yeah, remember the stat. 90% of consumers, and this is not an old stat, this is a current stat. 90% of the consumers still use agents in representing their transactions. And as the market gets tougher, that number is going to increase, because they're going to need that expertise. And remember, not every agent is created equal, right? No matter what the condition of the market, there'll always be more than enough sales for you to personally reach your goals. Right? What was the saying? Just because there's less opportunity doesn't mean there has to be less opportunity for you. Absolutely, Dan Goon. That's right. All right, so let's get it right. What's your action plan? All right, number 1, plus your lead generation plan. Pursue only motivated leads. What was that? Yeah, not yet. Well, they can, but we're going to get to that. Okay, and focus on prospecting with messages that matter. Okay, more. That's the answer. More. What's lead generation plan? More time, more conversations, more leads. more appointments. That will lead to more contracts. More. Be purposeful about it. Most of you aren't doing more. The come to Jesus moment, okay? Pursue only motivated leads, right? Time is money, is it not? So where are you going to make your money if you're purposefully lead generating and you don't have either to waste if you want to be successful in this market, right? Your lead generation time is best spent pursuing motivated leads. So that being said, do not focus on what doesn't work. Focus on what does work and double down on it. So what you should be doing is assessing your business and focusing on what's working for you. So look at all your lead sources. What are lead sources? How do you define lead source? Sphere of influence farming, that is a lead source. It's where your business is coming from. That's a lead source, right? So assess, where is all your business coming from? Lay it out and do the activity of where you see success. So in 2023, when we had done some research of our top producing agents in the company, right, there were 3 lead sources that stuck out over everything else. What was number 1? Yeah, Sphere and database. That was number 1. Number 2, open houses. Open houses are back. Okay, and number 3, social media, internet lead generation. Those 3 on average were the top 3 lead sources for top producing agents in this company. So they're going to focus on those and double down on it. Yours could be door knocking. If that's what's working for you, double down on that and go. If you've done door knocking and it hasn't been working, or if you've done open houses and you've looked at your transaction, how many of your transactions came from open houses? If you're not good at converting those, well, focus on what's working. Okay, so homework number 1. Homework number 1 is look at your lead sources. Where's your business coming from? What's working? Find your top lead sources and double and triple down on that. Okay, so that's homework number 1. Make sure you do it. This is part of your action plan for the rest of the year. Prospecting and marketing, huge difference. We get so caught up in all the marketing because Greg's so awesome. He is. Yet you got to be purposeful about it. Focus on the prospecting first. Be prospect-based and then marketing enhanced. To have your marketing enhance your prospecting. That's way more purposeful lead generation. So what is prospecting? Well, it's defined right here. Generating leads through your actions and words in person or via other direct methods. And reaching out directly to people. This is two-way interaction and two-way conversations. Marketing is typically one way. So when you market, but you've already prospected with your consumer, it's way more impactful marketing. It's just enhancing the prospecting you're already doing. All right, and then creating messages that matter. Right, this is the message versus matching the message matching your market. Exactly what Verna just mentioned earlier. Okay, anytime you're creating your message, ask yourself 2 questions. You should be asking yourself these 2 questions every time you're creating a message to send out. Number 1, I would probably suggest writing these if you don't know these. Why would they want to contact you? Why would they want to contact you? And number 2, what would they get if they did? What's your value? What's the value that they're getting from connecting with you? So as you're creating your messages to market, make sure you're asking yourself these questions. And is that what your message is conveying? Okay, because, right, these 2 principles will always exist. People will contact you if there is a direct benefit to them. What's in it for me? And 2, your message which make an offer to get a response. A MOFR. Make an offer for immediate response. Your message, right, must make them respond. Yes or no? They're willing to do business with you now, direct message, or maybe in the future. All right. So let's create that action plan. So let's evaluate what we've talked about, right? So first, make sure you're staying focused on that 20%, 80-20 principle. Look out for some pretty cool things we're going to do with the 80-20 principle. Make sure that lead generation is your top priority. It's your big rocks. Have you created time blocking around this lead generation activities? Finding the motivated, and you'll use it to focus on lead generation. Motivated, who is motivated in this market? And I have a plan to pursue them. We talked about the D's, right? Find the motivated. Reach out to them. Know your 3 lead generation, top lead gen sources. What's your top lead sources? And double down on those. And then always, always, always stay connected with your database in a systematic way and leverage technology for that. All right. Make sure you're always asking yourself, is anytime you meet somebody, is this new business or future business? Now business, excuse me, now business or future business? Now business will always be opportunities. That way leads don't fall through the cracks. And future business, smart plans. That way you can connect with them in a systematic way. Consistency is important. If you're going to email them in 2 straight days and then not email them for another 28, is that consistent? Or they're going to forget, as opposed to you giving them a piece of value by email every 2 weeks. It's consistently connecting with them, consistently reaching out to them on a quarterly basis to have a care call, as opposed to calling them 4 times in a week and then never calling them for another 51 weeks, right? That's consistency and systematically. All right. So second piece of homework, it's the sheet that you guys have. I would love for you to rate yourselves on these 5 skills. Okay, where are you at currently in this activity? And then create a plan to succeed in those categories. I highly, highly insist that you do this and then follow this. For those of you that actually did not raise your hands earlier because you did not have a plan, well, let's start creating that plan. Okay, so the summary. Okay, lead generation never goes out of style. It's your most important priority if you're going to make this work. And when the market adapts, you need to adapt with it. Okay, make sure you're doing more than the next person. Okay, the 6 Ds are your best sources for finding motivated leads now, those who need to move. Right, lead generation is a contact sport. Okay, focus on your best lead sources and keep continuing to grow and feed that database. So I'm going to leave you with this quote. When the market changes, you don't slow down, you ramp it up. So go ramp it up. Okay, guys, appreciate that. I hope that was a lot of value. Because as you can see, us as a leadership team, we're passionate about this, because this is even something that we're working through right now. So please, 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 if you don't have an action plan, start creating it. Find those motivated leads. That's where your business is going to come from. Got it? Cool. Let's get our partners. Yes, sir. Alau's got an aha. What's up, buddy? You got a response? What does it say? Okay, we will talk soon. Alau, you got yourself an agent bill for Alau. Congratulations, Alau.
Good job.
1 agent bill for Mr. Alau. Look at that.
Sweet.
Oh, yes. Way to go, Alau. Alau's got the appointment. All right, guys. What y'all got for us today?
Come on, come up here.
Go for it.
Hi. So a lot of times, I'm Melissa from Patent Title downstairs. And a lot of times when I come to the meeting, I never know what I'm going to talk about. And I just listen to you guys and then kind of base it off of that. But this time I was already prepared because we have a class August 8th. And you guys were talking about lead generation and how to get leads. We have a class on August 8th called Effective Methods of Generating New Business. So it starts at 9:30. It's 1 CE class or credit, and that's that. So get with me if you want more information on that or to sign up. And my fun fact is, do you know in the 17 and 18 or through 1900s, there was a profession called door knocking, or actually knocker uppers, actually knocker uppers. Yeah, knocked uppers. It was a profession in the Netherlands, Britain, and Ireland when alarm clocks were neither cheap nor reliable. So the door knockers used to a baton or a stick to give 3 or 4 knocks and then leave. So if you didn't wake up, you didn't go to your job. But there were knocker uppers. That was a profession. So go be knocker uppers. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Yu Lin with Reliant. I normally come here Wednesday. Okay, my office is in the same floor. So yesterday I bumped into a customer trying to sign up Reliant, but she doesn't want to give out her social security number. And then if people don't want to give out social security number, we can take the driver license and passport. If you only have provide passport, we need to check your ID. It take 2 business days. Most likely you get end up with a deposit. So like this morning, I have a customer don't want us to check the credit, okay? And we do for all the utility, we do the soft credit check. It doesn't affect your credit, but some people don't believe it. So, but yeah, prepare your customer. We have to check the credit because the electricity, you use it first and pay later. So that way we have to make sure you are who you are, you have good credit to pay your bill. If you don't get enough credit, and then you need to pay deposit, okay? And also last year from July to October, the electricity rate is really, really high, okay? So now those people is almost going to expire their contract. I mean, it's good to switch them to the new way, okay? For your family and your client and your friend, okay? Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. In regards to what she's talking about, a soft credit pool, we do now have access to run a soft credit inquiry on your clients. It will not impact their credit scores. That's a big concern that's out there. It still is at a cost to us to do that, but it does help when those clients are just adamant about not wanting their credit pulled. It does pull 2 credit scores, so we get a good number to be able to use towards a middle credit score and qualifying. One real quick thing, tomorrow we have Travis Spencer, who was here last week. Who all participated last week in the appraisal? He's great. He's a great presenter. He'll be here for credit. You will learn information for you personally on how to help your credit, improve your credit, or just maintain it as high as you can. You're going to get some information to when you're speaking with your clients. It's going to give you some possible conversations to have with some of the clients in regards to credit. It's tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock, from 10 until 11 o'clock. It is not a CE class. We'd love to have as many of you as we can. He's always really energetic and kind of fun to watch in his presentation. One real quick thing in regards to what Nimesh was talking about. How many of you are super busy right now? 2 people, 3 people. Fantastic. Okay. Equate this time that we're going through right now as the off season for professional sports or athlete. The Texans are about to start their spring training. The Astros have their time off. LeBron James and Steph Curry, those guys are probably shooting baskets every day in the off season. This is the perfect time when you're not consumed, showing houses, doing listings, doing leases on houses to perfect your craft. This is the place to be. I walk the halls. And by the way, the doors open at 8:30 up front and the lights are on when you get here. It's a great place to plug in. Your competition is probably sitting at home because they're saying, I have nothing to do. Why not become that much more elevated and better than they are by plugging into what's going on in the office right now? Just like an athlete, They continue to practice in the off season to get better when it's showtime, when it's game time. So do what you can. We're here to answer questions. We're going to start a series of classes at Berna's request. It's going to talk about different loan programs we're going to do on a weekly basis to give you all additional information and more tools in your toolbox so that you can help motivate some of these buyers to move forward with buying. Okay.
Cool.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank
Yes.
you very much. Awesome. Thank you, Dale. All right. And our lunch sponsor, come on up, Kyle. Cutco. Yeah.
Howdy. How are y'all doing today? All right. So for those of you who have not met me yet, my name is Kyle Rogers, as y'all see on the screen. Oh gosh, it's right behind me. I am the Cutco Closing Gifts guy. Before I dive in too much, I actually want to start off with a stat for y'all. Bless you. And this is actually from the National Association of Realtors website directly, okay, where they interviewed homeowners, and homeowners told them that 90% of them, at least, would use their realtor again, right? Because the realtor worked super hard. They memorized their kids' names or dogs' names, right? They shook hands with a realtor at the end of the transaction, said, yeah, we're going to refer all of our friends and family to you. But fast forward 5 years down the road, y'all tell me, what is the actual percentage of people who called their realtor back for their next transaction? 15%? Is there another guess? Yes, ma'am. Oh, no, that's okay. So the official, if you look on NAR's website, is 27%. Okay, so it has gone up, which is good. But to put that in another light for you, that means 73% of agents lose their business to another agent, right? And some of y'all have been around a little bit longer than others, but there's nothing more frustrating in real estate than driving down the road and seeing a house that you're a buyer's agent for, but seeing another listing agent sign in the front yard, right? Can I get some head nods or an amen, right? Yeah. Right. So, and it's frustrating because we spend so much time, money, and effort staying top of mind with our clients, right? We're sending out emails, we're posting on social media, we're doing client appreciation events, we're doing postcards, billboards. I mean, you name it, right? You're probably doing it. But there's one area in particular that just kind of falls through the wayside, and that's really the start of the relationship for repeat business, and that's the closing gift. Okay. Now, y'all tell me, what are common things that realtors tend to give as closing gifts? Plants? Or is that what you said? I don't know. Tequila. Right? Free money, free booze. You can't ever go wrong with that, right? I like that. Raise your hand if you don't like free stuff. Yeah, that's what I thought. So, I mean, I'm not here to say that clients don't like or appreciate your gifts, because people tend to like whatever you give them just fine, especially when it's tequila. But what we found is that from realtors, 90% of the gifts that are given are consumed, right? They're eaten, spent, drank, used up, and then they're just gone. The other 10%, while they might be beautifully displayed on a wall, a bookshelf, or a desk somewhere, 3, 4, 5 years down the road, they're just kind of sitting there collecting dust, not necessarily getting used all that much, right? So what we've done at Cutco is we found a way to take your closing gift and turn it into a long-term branding tool that your clients can not only have, but actually use for the next 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, all right? Now, a quick show of hands, just out of my curiosity, who here is familiar with Cutco? Oh my gosh, look at all the sexy, intelligent people in this room. I love it. Okay. So if you're not familiar with Cutco, we are the Rolex watch Rolls Royce of the kitchen. All right. Meaning we are premium quality, 100% American made. Anybody here like American made stuff? Yeah. And we are forever guaranteed. So what that means is our product is proof of purchase, and we fix or replace it when it chips, cracks, breaks, melts, or goes dull. We'll refurbish or replace it for free forever. All right. Now, just to show y'all a little demonstration with our scissors here. Anybody here use scissors at home? Nobody uses scissors ever? Okay. So what's cool about ours, they come apart for easy cleaning. Okay. They are dishwasher safe, just like the rest of our products. And they have teeth on one side. And yes, this is an actual penny, so they grip. All right. But they're not sharp. Okay. So if you see that, I can rub my finger on it. but they are super strong and durable. I'm trying to destroy it as fast as you find it. I'm trying to keep up with y'all. So the benefit to that is a couple things for real estate, obviously. Number one is top of mind awareness, all right? Y'all tell me, what's the heart of the home? Kitchen. Thanks for not saying the bathroom. I appreciate that. It's the kitchen, right? So not only is it a product that your clients use all the time, but when they're entertaining with friends, family, colleagues, right? 4th of July just happened, right? Our product gets a lot of exposure to their sphere of influence, all right? I've been doing this for 8 years now, and 3 years ago, I actually had a client get texted a $500,000 listing lead on Thanksgiving Day because her client's aunt was using the chopping knife to prep Thanksgiving dinner. All right, raise your hand if you'd like a Thanksgiving like that. I think we all would. I think you're in the wrong room if you don't. Yeah, another thing that's important, I'm not saying that that's going to happen all the time, but it does happen, which is cool. Another thing that's really important to know about closing gifts are the IRS tax guidelines. Who here is familiar with the legal limit the IRS allows you to write off per closing gift? It's $25. Gold star. Who said that? 25. Gold star for you. It's $25 is the technical answer. Okay. Now we get creative and we say 25 for the husband and the wife. So, you know, that's a little bit of a gray area for CPAs. Better have a good one. But what's cool is because we do brand our products with your logo, it's 100% tax deductible as a marketing and advertising cost rather than a gift cost. Okay. And that holds up in an audit 365 days a year. All right. So what I actually do, and I believe that's why a lot of realtors love using us, because I mean, if you're spending the money anyways, it just makes sense, like getting the full deduction, right? So what we actually do, or what I actually do, is I help realtors get a system in place for your closing gifts, because we find that most realtors are extremely busy people, right? I mean, between personal and professional lives, not to say that you don't want to give gifts to show appreciation to your clients. It's just, it's like the 600th thing to do on your to-do list. And then next thing you know, things get delayed. And then you're running around town last minute wondering, do clients drink? Don't they drink? What do they like? What are they into? Are they lactose intolerant, gluten-free, allergic to peanuts? You don't remember. And then you're just buying gift cards, bottles of tequila, you know, bottles of wine, champagne, stuff like that, gift baskets, because that's your go-to stuff, right? So what our agents do is they order a 6-month to a year supply of gifts. Okay. We ship everything in one box to cut costs on shipping. And then we bill it over the 6 to 12 months. So it's even with your cash flow. All right. So it comes out to be pretty much what you're spending per month on your closing gifts anyways, but now you have the gifts on hand so you can just grab and go. So whether it's for its closing, a referral, a donation item that you want to, like we were just talking about lead generating, right? You want to make a donation to a favorite charity, church, neighborhood, gathering, event, something like that. That's a great way to put yourself out there and brand yourself. Okay. Now, most of our gifts are going to be between about $100 to $300. Okay. Most of our gifts are going to be between about $100 to $300. We do have stuff that goes below that, and we do have stuff that go above that as well. Okay. Just depends on your budget. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually pass the one gift around. Okay. As the gift comes around, 2 things for me. Number one, don't test the edge. Okay. These are not demo knives. They will cut you. I'm trained professional. No. Second thing is go ahead and break out your cell phone for me. We're all business people. We have our cell phones on us. Yes. Boom. Oh, thank you. My lovely assistant. Thank you. All right. So if you have any questions on Cutco, I want you to open up your text messaging app. You're going to shoot me a text. All right. So pull out your cell phone, open up your text messaging app, and type in my cell phone number, 713-591-6892. 713-591-6892. It's also on the TV screens and on the computer as well. So if you have any questions about Cutco, how to get started, pricing, general info, sharpening, anything like that, shoot me a text with your name and email address and the number of closings you have coming up in the next 30 to 45 days. Okay, so name, email 1, name, email 2, name, email 0. That's totally fine. All right, just shoot me a text so that way I can follow up with you and get you more info and get your questions answered. All right, now I will be here for a while. Okay, I have a table set up in the back with more gifts, more samples, I guess is the word I was looking for, of what they actually look like and things. So if you have the time to come ask me questions while you're here today, there's almost 50,000 realtors in the Houston area. There's only one of me. So take advantage of my time while I am here. All right, please. If you got to skedaddle, make sure to shoot me a text so I can follow up with you over the phone. And the first 3 agents to go ahead and place an order with me, I will buy you up to $200 worth of free Cutco for your personal kitchen. All right, on top of whatever you get for your clients. The only thing in life better than Cutco is free Cutco. So take advantage of that while I'm here today. And y'all, I think that's it. So y'all have a sharp rest of y'all day. Thank y'all so much.
Awesome. Appreciate it, Kyle. And let's thank you for lunch. All right. All right, guys. Well, go do more than everyone else.
Hey, really quickly, we are having PC group coaching in the Lead Gen room.
All right. PC group coaching. Go take it in. All right, guys, make it a good one. Be purposeful. Get that action plan in order. Do your homework. I'm checking it.